p.m. with Bill Hendry on the Premier Radio Network.
Phil Hendry Show, 1-800-449-8686. The reality-based programming that we've become familiar with, whether it's real stories of the Highway Patrol, Survivor is an extension of that. Cops is a successful kind of programming based at least in part, Big Brother's the new one, based at least in part on the fact that, supposedly anyway, the production costs on these shows are relatively low compared to more set-up shows, more, programs that rely more on actors and heavy production values. And a lot of these programs are being now started or promoted by private entities. The Citizens Auxiliary Police, which is a sort of an adjunct or ancillary volunteer police force, has taken a cue from the cop shows like Real Stories of the Highway Patrol and Cops, and they're going to be out and about this week. This is, as you probably know, National Stop Pornography Week. And there are a lot of people who are involved in trying to roll back pornographic bookstores and videotapes and any kind of outlet that deals with adult material from neighborhoods. We have on the line General Jay Santos from the Citizens Auxiliary Police to talk to us about what they're going to be doing this week to try to roll back pornography in neighborhoods around Southern California, at least. General Santos, how are you? General Santos, how are you doing?
I'm right here, Phil.
Okay, I'm sorry, we didn't, you're in the substation right now?
That is correct. We're in the Citizens Auxiliary Police substation, which is located here in Hawthorne, California, Phil.
All right, you're going to be out interviewing people who are coming out of adult bookstores and video stores?
That is correct, Phil. The Citizens Auxiliary Police officers from our substations throughout Southern California will be out and about this week photographing people who enter into adult bookstores or video stores and adult video stores. We will as well be out in front of some of the better known outlets, Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, the sex shop. We want to take a peek in people's bags and see what sex videos that they're renting and how much as many of these, what we think are really debilitating sexual addictions are out there so that we can videotape this for the program that we're going to be starting shortly on, hopefully we'll be trying to get network play on.
You guys are going to be out there with cameras, right?
That is correct. So we're going to be taping these interventions and putting together what they call in the television business a pilot. A pilot is, for the people who know, tell me a pilot is a show that you make so that you can show it to the people in charge of the different networks and see where they want to take a chance on it. We think we've got a very viable program here. Sex Track, we hope, is going to help people understand we've got a problem with sexual addiction in this culture. We have a lot of middle-class families now availing themselves of pornography and sexual materials, and Sex Track is going to show that. It's going to show them coming out of stores, Citizens Auxiliary Police officer asking, take a peek in their bag, maybe take a little peek around, see what they have gotten out of the store. And with Sex Track, I think we're going to have a good show that people are going to want to watch, but all the more we're going to have a show that people will be educated by.
That's the name of the show, Sex Track?
That's correct. That's the working title. And
so you'll be out, Citizens Auxiliary Police officers will be out stopping people as they come out of video stores, asking to look at the videos that they've rented?
That's correct. And people will know that it's a Citizens Auxiliary Police officer. Phil, we do wear a blue armband, and we wear a distinctive-looking armband, and we also wear a white safari helmet or a pit helmet. Generally, we also have on Bermuda shorts or some kind of shorts. So people will recognize.
People will know it's you. Now, we're not talking about, you guys are not police officers, right? You don't have powers of arrest.
We don't have powers of arrest, no. We do have, everybody has a right to citizen's arrest, which we do exercise vigorously if we do feel that we have a right to detain someone.
All right, but what I want people to know is that when they see you out there at the video stores asking to look into their bags to see what videos they've just rented, they're not talking to a police officer.
Well, I don't know what it is you're driving at.
Well, I want them to know that you're not really a police officer, that you're standing out in front of Blockbuster, right?
That is correct.
You're wearing a blue armband and a white pith helmet or a safari hat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, and
if you got a problem with that, or if it...
No, I want to know what you're wearing so that people will know that it's Citizens Auxiliary Police. Then
Phil, what we do is we ask people, we like to take a look and see what videos you have. to track, as the program's called, Sex Track. What Sex Track going to do is we're going to be tracking of these sex videos people are renting. Now, if the person refuses, we do utilize the Citizens Auxiliary Police three-step takedown, which is fully legal and is within our purview. We want to know who the perverts are. We want to know who the regular families are that have been sort of sucked in by all this. And
all right, well, hold on for a minute. Jay Santos with us, General Jay Santos of the Citizens Auxiliary Police. They're going to be out in Southern California this week videotaping people coming out of video stores and adult stores and asking them what videos they have as part of a pilot show, Sex Track, which they want to sell to a network. And I want to ask you about this three-step takedown. Our number is 1-800-449-8686, 1-800-449-8686 as we talk here to General Santos. What is the three-step take? So if someone refuses to show you the video?
Someone refuses to show the video, tell them this is just for precautionary information. We just want a little bit of information, take a peek around, see if they're not taking out some of these...
What would you call a perverse tape, for instance?
Well, I mean, the obvious adult videotapes.
Yeah, but what else? I mean, you're going to be looking at all video.
Well, if, for instance, 9.5 weeks, we think probably steps over the line a little bit. Two Moon Junction, Henry and June. I think these are examples of perversion. Iron Giant, Boogie Nights, films such as that, which I think show a perversion. Now, the three-step takedown you're asking me, Phil?
Yeah, what is a three-step takedown?
That is if someone is going to get violent with us or someone that is actively resisting us. Citizens Auxiliary Police Officer does have the right to three-step takedown. And
so what are the three steps?
Well, basically the first step is Citizens Auxiliary Police Officer kneels behind the subject on all fours. Number two, the interrogating officer ascertains that the other officer is in position, is kneeling behind the subject. And then number three, the interrogating officer shoves the suspect, and he falls backward over the officer that was kneeling down. That takes him by surprise. It's a very quick takedown.
So you have one officer kneeling behind the person that you want to take down.
Yes, sir.
And then the other officer pushes the suspect over that officer.
That is a quick takedown. That's a three-step. We videotape all suspects, put it on, and try to put it on the TV. Now,
okay, here's a question I need to ask you. What about the permission of people coming out of video stores?
The permission
of people getting their permission to videotape them, to put it into a pilot that you're going to show to the networks, and to eventually be on television?
It's an interesting thing, Phil. We do offer these people compensation. They are offered compensation.
All right, so you ask them, do we have your permission?
No, what we do is we say we don't want to compensate you to put you on Sex Track. We pay $10 per person. We'll pay $50 for a family. But you will find, Phil, and we found it really interesting, most people who are into sex and pornography and all look at some of these read dirty books, look at the dirty magazines, are too busy waiting, trying to get home with their dirty magazines so they can pleasure themselves or whatever they do to even know about their rights, and that's the sad part about all this. That's the sad.
Well, I mean, Jay, you're telling me this is some people may find this a violation of their constitutional rights.
Some people might, though. What I'm saying to you is a lot of these people want to go home and read their dirty magazine and get the cookies, and they won't go home and get the cookies, but they don't have the wherewithal to understand what the rights might be, okay? All they want is to get the cookies. So all right,
when you're talking about getting their cookies, run home with their dirty movie and play with themselves and not be
aware, I think, Phil, of a lot of the legalities involved. Now, that, I think, is the perversion that we're talking about.
All right, Jay Santos with us at 1-800-449-8686. Here is Petaluma on the Phil Hendry Show. Petaluma, hello.
Oh, hello.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that. I can barely hear you.
That's okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Listen,
we have General Jay Santos.
I just got a quick moment here, but I heard this guy talking about he's going to dress up in his little safari hat and a blue band and stand out in front of a video store.
We're a volunteer police agency.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, volunteer police agency. Have you ever heard of the United States Constitution?
Of course I have, sir. Of course I have.
Freedom from unlawful search and seizure.
Of course I have, sir.
And if I decide that you cannot do some three-step takedown.
Okay, could you say that again? I lost my earpiece. Could you say that again?
Where are you now, General Santos?
We're in a substation, and I did not hear the gentleman's question.
Okay, repeat your comments, sir. I'm sorry.
My question is, have you ever heard of the United States Constitution?
Of course, yes,
and
sir.
the Fourth Amendment,
yes, sir.
And the freedom from unreasonable search and seizure. And what I said was that if I am walking out of a video store, whether I've got Toy Story or some adult film, it doesn't matter to you. This is the United States of America, and you're not going to look in my bag.
Okay, I'm not all I'm saying is, may I look in your bag to see what kind of...
And I'm saying no.
Out.
You're saying you're going to do a 3-step takedown on me, pal?
Well, sir, you sound halfway intelligent. You must not watch very much pornography. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Well, it doesn't matter if I watch pornography or not. It doesn't matter if I'm watching pornography right this second. That's the beauty of America.
That's true.
I can be completely intelligent and completely articulate and speak to you on your level or above your level. And
that's true.
Still, it doesn't matter what I do in the privacy of my own home as long as it is legal.
That is true. But all I'm saying, we have a sexual addiction problem in this country, and what Sex Track hopefully will show on the television show that we want to put on the TV is to show the number of people who do rent adult pornographic videos from week to week or day to day, for that matter. And some of this stuff is pretty. I understand you're a police officer?
I am.
All right. You know how sick some of this stuff is.
I do, but I also understand that we have our basic constitutional freedom,
sir.
And people who have not gone through the same level of training that I have, who have not gone through the same street experience.
I'm only talking about if somebody gets
have no right nor no business to be standing outside demanding to look in people's bags.
Well, what is the 3-step? You ever heard of the 3-step takedown?
Are you asking me?
Yes,
I never have.
Yes, sir. But you kneel behind someone, and then the other guy pushes?
That is correct.
For Christ's sake, is this based on LAPD's program? Because I'm an instructor in that program. If there's a similar technique, and boy, I'll tell you what, if you start putting yourself behind people and dropping them to the ground, you're looking at serious liability.
What we do, all the officer does is kneels behind the suspect, and the other officer.
Your citizen, you mean?
One of the Citizens Auxiliary Police officers kneels behind the suspect. Then the other officer pushes the suspect. He doesn't see the person behind him. He's kneeling.
I understand that. Like I said, if this is based on LAPD's arrest and control program, I'm fully versed in that. I completely understand that, and I know which techniques you're talking about. Well, that's a terrible thing to do. And I'll tell you what, if somebody took down my father-in-law or my uncle or my mother or whoever, just because they wouldn't let you look in their bag,
well, what have they got in their bag?
There'd be some hell to pay.
Wait a second. What's your uncle got in his bag? What's your mother-in-law got in her bag? What's the father?
What business is it of yours?
What are they? What they got? Some of this sex deal?
What business is it of yours?
Sex Track wants to track them.
Who cares?
All right. Listen. Thank you.
Why don't you?
He dropped the F-bomb there, so we'll thank you, officer. And Jay Santos with us from the Citizens Auxiliary Police. The 3-step takedown sounds like something we used to do in the schoolyard, where you'd kneel behind one kid and the other kid would push. 1-800-449-8686. Jay Santos from the Citizens Auxiliary Police talking about a new reality-based TV show that could be coming on the air this fall called Sex Track, where they videotape you coming out of a video store and look in your bag. And if you are carrying 101 Dalmatians or Iron Giant, you are in big trouble. It's the Phil Hendry Show.
KFI AM 640.
More stimulating talk radio.
44986. Pardon me. What? I had my coffee, went down the wrong way. 1-800-449-8686. General Jay Santos of the Citizens Auxiliary Police from the state of California is on the line with us. They're going to begin filming a show called Sex Track. They're doing a pilot on Sex Track. They're going to be filming people coming out of video stores and finding out whether they have porn in their bag or not. By the way, General Santos, and you are at the substation, I know, there in Hawthorne?
That's correct, Phil.
All right. The TV show Big Brother, you know that show?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, that's a reality-based show. By the way, their ratings are going in the toilet after like a week. They went from a 13.8 share down to a 4 share. Sometimes reality programming isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Where did you get the idea for Sex Track?
Phil, Sex Track was an idea that was hatched really not only by myself, but by the gentleman who founded the California Citizens Auxiliary Police, Commanding General Elvis Newton. And I was speaking with Commanding General Newton probably about 6 months ago, and we hit on the idea, and we knew that there was reality-based programming. I told him I was very concerned about sex, and all of the sex tapes are out there. And I noticed the number of people renting these videos, some borderline porn, as I mentioned, 9.5 weeks, Kingman Junction. And I mentioned to General Newton, what could we do about this? And he hit on the idea of videotaping these people coming out of the store. And I said, well, maybe we can turn that into a TV show to further educate people. And so that's really how Sex Track came about. And now, this week, we'll be stopping people coming out of, say, like a Blockbuster. Just take a peek around their bags. No big thing, and all the people are feeling upset about that. Just want to take a peek in the bag, see you don't have anything that's sexy or some kind of a sex deal. Because if they got the sex deal going on in there, then, of course, you got to take maybe a couple of steps.
Well, are you going to take the tapes from them? What are you going to do? I mean, this is what I want to find out. But let's get to some phone calls.
Phil,
No, let me just get to some phone calls. We'll answer that question in due course. Fort Wayne on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello.
Hi, how you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. Good.
I guess my question is for this gentleman. I had talked to you. Are you guys going to be coming to, fly across America here, like in the areas of Indiana? Because I tell you the problem you're going to have. Indiana, about 65-70% of the population carries concealed weapons. And my problem I have, if I'm coming out of Blockbuster, first of all, as a Christian man, I don't rent this stuff.
That's very good. Well, you got nothing to worry about that.
But no, this is my point. Men have died in this country to have the right for somebody like me to come out of a store with my family. And I tell you one thing. If a person like
you got your family with you, you got some dirty, you got a dirty movie. What's that all about?
That's the point. And it's not about pornography. It's about you guys assaulting people. Because I tell you what, you bring this stuff to Indiana, I come out of the store with my family. You guys do this three-step on me because I would refuse to allow you to look at my bag.
Let me ask you.
What's going to happen? You're going to get shot.
Hold on. Let me ask General Santos.
That is the reality, because you know what,
okay,
man?
let me tell you something. Let me ask General Santos a question first.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Do you have a chapter in Indiana?
Phil, we do have the Indiana Volunteer Security Brigade. Yeah, they operate out of Indianapolis.
Are they going to be in the Fort Wayne area?
I do not know the answer to that question. If we do the three-step takedown, first of all, three-step takedown is very simple, sir. Someone kneels behind you, and I just push you over them.
I understand that, sir, but the only thing I'm saying is when you push me, that is an assault.
That's an assault, Jay. And
that is an assault.
Are you showing me your bag? Are you showing me your bag?
I have the right to
Are you showing me what's in your bag, or are you not going to show me what's in your bag, sir?
No, I will not allow you to show you what's in my bag because I have the constitutional right.
That's a three-step takedown.
Wait a second. This guy doesn't have to show you what's in his bag.
Okay,
what if the dude's coming out of the store with Laurel and Hardy movies and whatever? Okay?
I'm not familiar with them. All I can tell you...
You're not familiar with Laurel and Hardy?
No, sir, I'm not.
Okay, they were a comedy team from the 1930s.
All right, you tell me that's not porn then?
Yeah, that's about what I'm telling you. It's not porn.
My question is, if these guys are trying to make a difference, why are they capitalizing, selling it to the media to sell and to show on TV?
Because we want to embarrass a lot of these people who are coming out of these stores with this Hardy deal. What were you talking about, Phil?
With the what?
Who's Hardy?
Laurel and Hardy ain't porn, man. I'm just trying to tell you, okay?
All right, well, we want to let people know that you got yourself some dirty movies out there, and we're not going to stand by and let you look at those.
And you know what?
And get all hot.
You know what?
And you want to run home and get hot and play a little tune on your fiddle. Hey, that's your business, okay?
That's fine, but you know what, sir? I have the constitutional right to protect myself from your assault.
This man says he's going to shoot you.
Pull this up in Indiana, you're going to have a problem.
This man says he's going to shoot you. What are you going to do?
Three-step takedown. He won't even be able to get the gun out of his pocket.
I'm sorry, young man, but you got a three-step takedown, but there's a point in time that I'm going to be getting up, and you've got a problem.
When you are falling backward, you'll be shooting up in the air, okay?
All thing I'm telling you, sir, is you will have a problem.
Well, you know something? I'm a member of the Citizens Auxiliary Police. I do know General Colton with the Indiana Volunteer Security Brigade. You know,
who is General Colton with the Indiana Volunteer? Have you ever heard of this, sir? You're in Fort Wayne?
I have never, ever heard of this gentleman.
The Indiana Volunteer Security.
Never, ever.
And have you heard of the West Texas Auxiliary Rangers?
All right.
I'm not saying that they may not do good work.
Okay, hold the line, please. Phil Hendry Show, 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendry Show here. General Jay Santos heads up the California Citizens Auxiliary Police and Auxiliary Police Force in Southern California. There's also one we just found out in Indiana, the Indiana Volunteer Security Brigade. We know of the West Texas Auxiliary Rangers and a few others. They're out this week at video stores and adult bookstores, taking a look at the videos that people are coming out of these stores with to track sexual addiction for a TV show they're looking to pitch the networks called Sex Track. I mentioned, and General Santos is with us on the line from his substation. We had somebody call up and ask you point blank, what would you do if they pulled a gun on you? What would you do?
Phil, I told you about a three-step takedown.
Never mind the three-step takedown. What would you do?
Well, one of the things that we do is, citizens auxiliary police officers, Phil, is we keep our hands at all times with a fine sheen or a fine layer of lubricant. We keep a lubricant on our hands so that when they shake my hand, I say the first thing I always do is I say, hello, I'm General Santos, the Citizens Auxiliary Police. I shake their hand. Okay, right away, what happens?
I'm sorry?
What happens?
Okay, I guess they got some of the lubricant on their hand.
That's right. They've got Vaseline or some kind of a grease on the hand. They go for the gun, slips off. Then the three-step takedown. And they're there, and pardon my language, but they're there with their thing in their hand because all they got is lubricant on it. That's number one. Number two, the three-step takedown. Number three, once the three-step takedown has been effected, the video, I can take a look at all the titles and write them down. Plus, we've got some great TV for Sex Trap. And so you can't go wrong with that.
All right. If they don't sue you for, putting them on the air without their permission. Here is Richmond.
They're not going to do that, Phil.
Never mind. Here is Richmond on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Are you being sanctioned by the California police departments to do this? Are they behind you on this endeavor?
I think all citizens are behind me trying to eliminate the pornography.
People in a position of authority.
Are you in favor of pornography?
Authorized by the police department to do this?
Am I authorized to what way, sir?
I think the guy's asking you.
Are you authorized to go out and do this?
We are authorized by the Constitution of the United States under powers of citizen's arrest.
Well, then, if you come to New Hampshire and do this, you better change the title from Sex Tracks to Blood Trails because that's what's going to be happening here.
Okay, you're another cowboy. You going to pull a gun on me?
No.
I already told you I lubricate my hand.
You lay a hand on me, and I'm going to retaliate. I'm going to lay a hand on you, and you may not like
sir,
the way
you're going
my
up. You're going up against a couple of citizens auxiliary police officers who are trained in the three-step takedown.
I'm a trained, retired police officer. Okay?
Well, that may be fine, sir, but we are trained in the three-step takedown.
I've got a bad heart and a bad back. You push me over another body laying on the ground, and believe me, you will not be able to film 5 seconds after I get up.
With a bad back and a bad heart, sir, I think the only thing that's going to be happening to you is you'll be getting up and laying on a gurney.
We'll
get into an ambulance, okay? Because what we're trying to do.
This is dead wrong.
Well, sir,
you put me on a gurney, you put me in an ambulance, and I'm going to sue you all the way back to the Stone Age.
This guy's going to sue you.
Then why is he coming out of the porn store? What are you doing with porn?
It's none of your business.
What are you doing?
I have porn in my bag or not?
You want to answer me, huh?
What if I don't have porn in my bag?
Then you got nothing to worry about.
Oh, yes, I do. You said you're going to do a three-step takedown on me.
No,
I don't let you look in my bag.
No, but then I look in the camera and I say, this guy did not have any porn in his bag, and we let you
I'm not going to let you look in my bag. I don't have to let you look in my bag.
All the while, the guy's
retaliate because I said no and do a three-step takedown.
Well, why are you saying no for if you got no porn in your bag? What do you
Because you're a knucklehead. You're standing out there with Vaseline on your hands. What have you been playing with yourself?
Boy, no kidding. What's that all about?
Phil, you asked me how we get the gun out of someone's hands. The best way I know.
No, hey.
Best way I know.
We're not talking about guns here. We're talking about people retaliating against you.
Let me ask you a question.
Pushing them over another body.
Look, if you got nothing to hide,
what
it's none of your damn business.
Let me ask the gentleman.
In my bag.
I rented for my wife and I rented last weekend the Red Violin. Have you rented a movie lately, sir? The gentleman in Richmond.
Well, yeah, the last video I rented was called Head Cleaner.
Head Cleaner. He was cleaning the heads on your VCR, right?
That's right. But this knucklehead, I think it's a porn.
What's it called?
Head Cleaner.
And it's not porn. Oh, boy. You must think I'm stupid.
Well,
you must really think I'm
stupid. You're on national radio.
Head Cleaner.
How stupid you really are.
Head Cleaner.
People over.
Okay, the guy says it's the cleanest. This guy comes out of the store with a video called Head Cleaner. He's not going to get me to believe anything other than the fact it's porn. You're going to go home and, play a little tune on your violin. That's your business, okay?
But Head Cleaner means he's cleaning the heads on his VCR. You understand that?
Yeah, that's what he wants me to believe. That's fine.
This guy's shot, Phil.
Seriously, what's the last video that you rented that you watched?
That I watched?
Yeah.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, there was a lot.
All right, that's Sean Connery. Yeah, it's a prison movie. And, okay. So I guess you're going to tell me there's no such thing as rough jail sex, right?
I don't know. You may be able to address that better than me with that on your hands.
Oh, boy, this guy's really making...
No,
you're really making me angry.
Saying this kind of national radio, saying this stuff. You better back up and regroup, my friend.
He's got Vaseline on his hand. Thank you, sir, for your call.
You got it.
1-800-449...
No, I'm not going to be on your program to be mocked by anybody. Citizens Auxiliary Police. I'm a commanding general with the Elvis Newton, who founded.
Never mind about Elvis Newton, okay? He's the guy that helped found the Citizens Auxiliary Police, dude.
Well, you're having yourself a real good time at my expense, and.
No, what I'm saying is simply there are constitutional considerations that you have not yet addressed with your three-step takedown and the Vaseline on your hand, okay?
What about it?
Fine, you can do whatever you want. You can walk around with Vaseline on your hand all day long. It's to keep the guy.
Okay, Phil. I'm a member of a country. I love my country, okay? And
I don't. It's just funny thinking of a guy with Vaseline on his hand, all right?
Well, I love my country, and the idea of porn and sex in my neighborhood, that makes me angry. I'm going to do something about it. I'm here to save lives.
Whatever, man. Here is Santa Cruz on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello.
Hi. So,
yes, sir.
I'm a veteran, and I fought in Vietnam.
A veteran of what?
A veteran of the United States Army, rather than some made-up army.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. What part of Vietnam were you in?
Of Americans to view.
You're 45 years old and you're a Vietnam vet? What part of Vietnam were you in?
I was at the very tail end of the war.
Uh-huh. Whereabouts was that?
Say again?
Where was that?
I was in Saigon.
And what color were your ribbons?
What color were my ribbons?
Yeah, your in-country and your out-of-country ribbons. What were they? In other words, you're a wannabe Vietnam vet, right? Have a nice day. Here is Miami on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello.
Well, that was great.
Hello.
It's something that...
No, I was impressed with that.
It's something that I don't like guys pretending they're veterans. It makes me angry. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, this is Steve from
Hey,
Miami.
Phil, I'm a veteran. You gonna get mad?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. This
hi,
is
how are
Steve
you?
from Miami. I'm an attorney.
Yes, sir. How are you?
And I would love to represent all the people that this fella assaults when he does his three-step takedown.
No, this is only if this guy said he's going to pull a gun on me. What do you want me to do? Stand there and spread my legs? He said he's going to pull a gun on me. I've got my hand Vaseline, and I'm doing a three-step takedown, and Mr. Henry can laugh about it. You can laugh about it. I got my hand lubed up, three-step takedown. Am I supposed to let the guy shoot me? Is that it?
Let me tell you, when
you represent me?
When you start the assault by trying to do this three-step takedown, they have the right to defend themselves.
Not by pulling a gun,
and if it comes down to it, you're going to get shot. Yeah.
Not by pulling a gun, no.
I can see a lot of people wanting to shoot you with your anti-American views.
Anti-American, sir? I believe in keeping our neighborhoods clean from pornography, and if that means I got to put my hand on a jar of Vaseline before I go out at night, I'm going to do it.
Well,
let's see. You're going to keep this.
Pornography happens to be illegal in this country.
Right. You're going to thank you for your call, sir. You're going to keep this country clean by whipping your hand through a jar of Vaseline before you set out for the evening. Is that it?
Yeah, and Phil, your filthy mind doesn't bother me at all.
It's not a filthy mind. I just want to make sure that this is how you're going to disarm people. Tampa on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
First of all, this man is a self-appointed general as far as I'm concerned. I'm the veteran of Korea, and I don't remember what the color of my ribbons are.
I'm a general.
By whose account?
I was appointed a general by Elvis Newton of the California...
What gave him the authority to make you anything?
Elvis Newton is the commanding general of the California Citizens Auxiliary Police, sir.
I still ask you the same question.
Yes, sir.
What legal authority does he have to appoint you to anything?
We had a ceremony in his backyard.
I asked you for a legal.
All right, the legal authority was he sent away for his minister's license with the Universal
Life Church. Now we're talking about a ministerial thing, a religious thing.
No, I mean, he sent...
What did he do? So because he's a minister, he swore you in as a commanding general?
That's correct. And we had a ceremony. His wife catered it. It was in his backyard. I raised my hand, and he said, do you accept the
Let me explain
California Citizens Auxiliary Police to be you get to be a general? I said, yes, thank you. And we had a cookout. We had cupcakes and hot wings.
Do you understand what acting under the color of law means?
Right. I know what happened. When the LAPD beat that colored guy. Is that what you mean?
You have no idea what you're doing.
No, I'm out there.
Speak to a lawyer.
Have you
listen to me?
It has to be you've been a victim of the three-step takedown, haven't you?
Listen to me and don't interrupt.
Backwards on your head.
Listen to the guy, okay?
You talking to me that way, Phil?
Yes, I'm
yes,
telling
I am.
you that you should see an attorney before you go ahead with this.
You don't talk to a general that way. Cue my music, please.
I don't understand this man. He doesn't want to know the truth?
What truth?
The truth. You have to see a lawyer. Do you know what acting under the color of law means?
I know what acting colored means.
No! This is my point. You don't understand the law that you're supposedly upholding.
Authorized organization into action.
Are you listening to this, sir?
Police, state
Yes,
troopers,
I am.
militia, the rangers,
Or the Citizens Auxiliary Police.
These are the stories of the men whose
This
training,
still
skill, and
doesn't, you know, you are acting under a legal authority or as a legal authority. You are not a legal authority no matter who swore you in, unless it's a municipality or a state government. You need a lawyer to tell you what you're doing.
Thank you.
Phil Hendry Show.
KFI
More stimulating talk radio.
Okay, 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendry Show back with Jeff Dowder from the band Dark Horse. Dark Horse appearing at Mr. Pooh's in Redondo Beach this week. That's spelled D-A-R-Q-U-E-H-O-A-R-S-E. Dark Horse. You can pick up some of their stuff. Now, Napster has agreed to charge $4.95, Jeff.
That's right.
To download music off their site. This is the agreement they reached with BMG. BMG Entertainment, one of the world's largest music labels, that had threatened a lawsuit and actually had sued and is suing and will not terminate that suit until they get the new system up. But Napster is now in business with them, and so those many years of free downloading is over.
That's correct, and I think I speak to a lot of people who use Napster and say, I think it's wrong. I think they copped out, and we say that Napster sold out. We are starting with the Jeffster site, something that is going to access pictures that people will have.
Okay, before we say that, you're starting the Jeffster site. Why?
The Jeffster site is in response to Napster's caving in to corporate power pig politics, and they're caving in to the corporate pork chop power that's run by the pork chops who are in power. What the Jeffster site is going to do...
Okay, hold on. The pork chops that are in power, meaning the
heads of the music business.
Okay.
The Jeffster site is going to access information the same way the Napster site does. The Napster site accesses music and gives it to you for free, or used to until they sold out to BMG. My site will access information also that people want. If it's not music, we will access nude pictures, pornographic pictures, pictures of you and your wife nude, porn, nude shots of your mom. And
what are you going to do with all of that? In other words, you say that people should have the right to that?
People should absolutely have the right to that, Phil. And I think what Napster started and caved in on, they led the way for a lot of information out there that can be downloaded or uploaded and can be shared with a lot of different people. The Jeffster site is going to be focusing in on porn.
Okay, so porn for little kids?
No, sir, not at all. We will make sure that no kid gets to it.
Okay, so this is pornography for adults that the Jeffster site, your site, is going to make available to everybody.
That is correct.
And this is your way of saying what? That Napster sold out, but you won't?
Yeah, Napster's sold out. This Sean, whatever his name is, copped out. Jeff Dowder's not copping out. And we right now...
Explain the technology. How does this work? How are you going to...
His name's Sean Fanning, by the way.
Okay. How is this technology going to work? As I understand it, Napster, once you became a member of Napster, Napster would access the music that you had in your computer and make it available to everybody.
That's correct.
Okay. Will your site work the same way?
My site will work the same way when we get the software up and running. Right now, we are in a startup mode, and we are asking people who want to be members of Jeffster to send, if you have any new... I'll tell you what we need, okay?
Go ahead. And by the way, I just want to say, I don't endorse this. You're on informationally as an interview.
No, I understand that.
So when you say this is what you need, people sending you stuff do this at their own risk.
That's totally understandable. We do need content. And
what?
We need, if anybody has any nude shots of their mom or sister, we need that.
What are you doing? Are these amateur?
These are amateur. We have, and I will, most of the porn that I have now is amateur, mostly older women, but it's from my collection. I've got a fairly significant collection of older women who are nude. We have a line that you click on, by the way, Phil, that asks if you're 18, you can stay, but if you're not 18, you got to get out of there. So that we prohibit little tiny kids from getting in. We also will have selections of my music on the site from Dark Horse that you can have. And this is a first for me, and a first for anyone. We're offering porn for free on the internet, and we're very, very proud of that. If you have pictures of your wife nude while she's dusting a table,
let me ask you a question, man.
Yeah.
What makes you think I'm going to send you pictures of my wife naked while she's dusting a table?
Because once you do, you become a member of Jeffster, and you can access pictures of other guys' wives who are also not wearing any clothes.
And you know something? I want to tell you this. My wife's pretty good looking. If I send pictures of my wife nude while she's dusting the table, some guy is getting a treat. What do I get if some guy's got a fat wife that he's sending in some pictures of?
Well, I've got a lot. I mean, face it, all dudes like to look at porn, and even if it's of some other guy's sister. Have you got any of your sister?
Have I got any what?
Do you have any nude shots of your sister?
If I did, I'm not going to send them to you, man.
I mean, no, but I'm asking, I'm just trying to get information. Do you have nude pictures of your sister?
I'll say this. I don't know of any guy that has any nude pictures of his own sister, and if he did, I'd be very worried. I'd be very worried.
You find it funny, Phil, but what we're really trying to do is we are trying to say to people out there, Napster caved in, Jeffster won't. Music is something that we feel should be free. We also feel adult entertainment and nude pictures of a guy's, nude pictures should also be free.
Well, okay, I don't know that I would disagree with you on that or not. I would say that you have to prohibit kids from finding this stuff. That's number one.
Absolutely, and we do have a line that you click. If you're 18, you can keep going. If you're not 18, then you have to not go. You can't go any further.
Okay. Then I would say that you might want to invest in some better quality, because I don't know how many guys are going to want to come to a site where there's a lot of nude old women and you have guys' sisters and stuff. You know?
Some of it's pretty good, and I think one thing you miss is there's quite a market for amateur. But again, Phil, I want to emphasize that we are the first to provide free nude pictures on the internet. I'm not just talking about pornography, but I'm talking about nude pictures. Right now, erotic older women are hot and are hot things. And also, of course, like I said, yeah, I know you have a couple of sisters, so you don't have
No, I don't have any pictures of my sister's nude, okay?
Either one?
Not either one, no. And I have to tell you, if I did, I wouldn't send them to you, man.
Do you feel you're being a little judgmental? Or?
No, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but what I'm saying... No, I'm not being judgmental. There are guys out there with nude pictures of their sisters. Go ahead and send it in. I would not access your site.
Would you do me a favor?
What?
Or I can do it. I don't know what you want. Can I ask your producer something?
Mike, can you hear him in there?
Mike, this is Jeff Donner. How you doing, man?
Well, he can't. He's saying good.
Okay. Do you have any pictures of your sister peeing nude?
Okay. Look it, man.
No, all I'm saying...
No, forget it, man. Forget it.
Okay, all I'm saying is this is information that I have a right...
Forget that.
I will tell you something.
What?
Right now, the hot ticket item is a guy's sister peeing and a guy's mom...
Okay, look at Jeff. Can we not get into the content on the site so that we can just maybe start talking a little bit about the philosophy behind this?
That's fine with me.
All right. You're saying you're the first guy...
Why don't we talk about the site, okay, and not talk so much about pictures of your sister peeing?
Yeah, that's good. I'd like to do that. Put him on hold for a minute. I'm not having a very good day, Mike, and I'd appreciate it if you get this guy under control too, because I'm not having a good time here. I apologize to you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a gentleman who is starting a free porn site called the Jeffster. working on the same philosophy that Napster worked on, which is when you become a member, it accesses what you have and makes it available to other members. It accesses, in other words, all the nude or pornographic pictures you have and makes it available to other members. Mr. Dowder says that it is completely legal. I'm having a problem with him asking for specific things on the show. And I don't know, I'm asking my producer. He's asking me, do I have pictures of my sisters peeing? Huh? He what? Okay, Mr. Dowder?
Yes, sir.
I understand now that you asked Mr. Schaefer if he had pictures of his mother defecating on his chest. Is that correct?
All I wanted to know is...
Okay, is that correct?
In a manner of speaking.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Okay, 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendry Show. 1-800-449-8686. On the line with me from Santa Monica, or wherever where are you at? Hermosa Beach right now, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm out near the gig here in Redondo Beach, Phil.
Redondo. Jeff Dowder talking about the Jeffster site. He started a site where porn will become absolutely free. Now, this is as a result of the Napster people settling with BMG Entertainment, and they're going to be charging $4.95 per download, okay? You, on the other hand, will not be charging anything.
No, I will not, Phil. I think a lot of people out there are very disappointed with Sean Fanning copping out and, copping out at anything. What we're doing, we want amateur pornography. I would say, by the way, if you don't have any naked pictures of your mom or your sister, I would encourage you to take pictures of your mother and your sister.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the audience right now. If you don't have no nude pictures of your mother or sister, get some of them.
And how are they going to do that?
When they're taking a shower or something, I don't know, but we need more pictures like that to augment our site.
Well, buddy, I think you're going to have yourself a big mountain to climb getting the nude pictures of guys' mothers and sisters that they're going to be going into the shower taking. Los Angeles on the Phil Hendry Show. Hello. Los Angeles, hello. Hey,
hello?
Yeah, you there? Go ahead.
Yes.
Are you listening to your radio, sir?
No, I'm on the phone now.
You need to turn the radio down.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. I am starting something called New Napster. It's spelled GNU because it uses a new technology that's been around called GNU. And it doesn't use the server that the guy you're talking to.
Does that mean it's not traceable?
Yes, it's not traceable at all. And it's for not only music, but it's for the pornography you want to do also, and for the movies. And it's totally untraceable.
Well, how you do it? How you stream in the movies?
They're not streamed. You download them from each other, and everyone keeps a record.
Let me ask the gentleman a question. You say untraceable, but people know it's your site.
No, but once we release it, it's unstoppable. And we don't manage anything. There's no servers they can shut down. There's nothing they can touch. We're getting started very soon. We don't have our site up quite yet, but we have our email if you're interested. It's newnapster@mail.com.
Okay, well, I still don't understand how you guys can...
Do you understand the technology, Mr. Henry?
No, I don't.
It's pretty rudimentary. How does it work, man?
It's not.
Well, do you know?
Yeah, but I want to hear him.
It's very advanced. It keeps everyone in this pyramid system with no servers, and everyone connects to everyone else, and it keeps it so that there's no central database.
What kind of porn are you dealing in?
Everything. Anything anyone has.
Wait a minute, are you doing kiddie porn?
It's not our issue what people have.
So in other words, you'll be providing kiddie porn?
We're not providing it. People are providing it for
you. What I would do is work out a deal out with you whereby you can do the movies if you'd allow me to have access to the porn.
You're traceable. And if people start getting mad, people can start getting mad at you and suing you and stuff. We're just going to come around and leave.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have any pictures of your mom or your sister? And I don't mean no disrespect.
No, I don't. But that's what other people are providing. I'm providing the technology, the software.
I'm trying to get Okay, I'm happy to give out your email address. You just gave your email address out, right?
Yes,
Okay.
GNU Napster@mail.com.
Okay, and I'd like to say that I want pictures if anybody's got one of their mom peeing, or if they got...
Okay, man, you know...
Well, so I'm trying to say is, that's what I'm, about, so...
Okay. Good luck with this, man. I don't understand it, but good luck with it. I'm sure somebody's going to try to find you, though. 1-800-449-8686.
My website, by the way, is jeffster.com. JEFFSTER.com. I think it's a way for people to share. It's the new technology, Mr. Henry, and I think that's one thing that people have to understand.
Okay. Well, what you're doing is you are serving, and by the way, our number 1-800-449-8686, the Phil Henry Show. We're talking to Jeff Dowder about Jeffster, which is a website that he is starting dealing with pornography. And that is, and you're not doing kiddie porn?
No, I'm not doing that. That other guy is out of his mind. He's out of his tree on that.
Okay. We're talking with Mr. Dowder about this website that he is starting that is going to be trucking or trafficking in pornography, and this is stuff that is going to be completely free. You say that's original, right?
Absolutely original. Nobody has ever provided porn free on the web. So this becomes, number one, that becomes a very, I think, attractive thing. And number two, no one's ever had any pictures of their grandmother peeing. And
okay, man, I don't want to hear any more about it. Okay?
Okay, dude, but
yeah, and by the way, any cat that would buy pictures,
it's not you have to buy, it's free.
Okay, anyone that would download free stuff like that.
What?
If you have any pictures of your grandmother peeing.
Well, man, now you're into a judgmental thing, okay, which I'm not too,
What?
Now you're judging people. We don't judge people. We allow people to be who they are and be what they want to be.
That sounds like an Army commercial. Okay, well, good luck with that, Mr. Dowder. And
are you going to send any?
No, I'm not sending any pictures, man. I already told you that, okay? Somebody wants to give you an address, that's fine. And frankly, I got a really hard time, ladies and gentlemen, of letting people, giving out this guy's address. I have a hard time letting people know where this guy is, okay? I'm not really all that interested in what it is he wants, and I'm not even sure that it's legal. But this Napster ruling, shutting down that website, which essentially says that, it doesn't shut it down. It basically says that it has to charge for these downloads. I think it's going to catch up with this guy. And who needs porn that bad? And this guy's material, he doesn't even have anything good. He's asking for pictures of guys' mothers nude. Go into the shower and get a shot of your mom. Oh, my God.
You gotta be a freaking pervert to even think of such a thing. A thing.